Jeff Salzman is the producer in this album. How was working with him?
Amazing. I can't say enough about what an amazing person he is and what a great producer he is. And he really made this one of the funnest records for us to make. And Jeff and I actually, right on the heels of finishing this, he and I recorded another album that's going to be a Casey Spooner solo album that's going to release soon.
I know about this album, a song called Dave Dunaway, Faye Dunaway. Faye Dunaway, like an actress.
Yeah.
And this song sounds very different from Fisher Spooner. How this album is gonna sound?
It sounds very different from Fisher Spooner. I mean, Jeff and I worked on this record with Warren for 2 years, and kind of as we were on the last day of recording this record, he had some music that was, you know, more rock, pop, kind of classic sounding music. And he was like, I'd be curious to see what you do over a song like this. And so we recorded just for an hour, and we put together a song. And then initially he said that he was making a record for himself, and he was like, I want you to write some songs for me. So I was just going in and writing songs for him. And when you're done like working on a record for 2 years, you have so many ideas, and you're already kind of like have so much momentum that it's very easy to kind of keep working. So I just kept working with Jeff. And then after about 2 weeks, and after we'd written like 7 songs, he just slowly stopped saying that it was Jeff's record, and he started saying that it was my record. And I was like, what? So it was a bit of a funny way to make a record, because I didn't know I was making a record, and then we had a record.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, it's done.
When is it gonna be released?
Well, now we have to figure out how to release it. So we're releasing an EP in France that should come out, I think, like in 3 or 4 months. Trying to plan for the summer. It's going to be 3 songs. One is going to be Faye Dunaway. One is this other song called I Want to Be a Spanish Teenager. And it's a duet with Jake Shears from Scissor Sisters. And then the third song is a cover of a song from The Fall called Creep.
I'm eager to hear it.
Yeah.
I hope it's gonna be soon.
Yeah.
Many people don't know you began your career as an actor. You were in Shakespeare's plays. Can you tell us about it?
Well, I started first as a painter, and in school, a lot of my painting teachers said that the best thing about my paintings were when I would stand up and talk about them. So I went to the School of the Art Institute in Chicago, and they were one of the only art schools that had a performance department. So I started studying performance, and then I was on tour with a bunch of bands, because I've always known musicians and hung out with bands. And I was on tour actually selling T-shirts for a band. And I met this woman who was a director, and she had an experimental theater company called Dorica. And I worked with this director, Erica Yeomans, in Dorica for 9 years. And then it was towards the end of that 9 years that I started working with Warren on Fisher Spooner. So I sort of segued out of performance, experimental theater into music. And then just recently, you know, after working exclusively on Fisher Spooner for 8 solid years, I went back to experimental theater and started working with the Wooster Group on production for Hamlet.
Finally, Casey, what can we expect of a live show, a Fisher Spooner live show?
Oh my God, you know, it's always different, but the show that we've made, that we're performing tonight, it's a lot of video, it's a lot of costume, it's a lot of dance and choreography, and to me, it's kind of like a virtual pop show about pop shows.
The visual part is very important.
Yes, very visual, very important.
Thank you, Casey.
Thank you.
See you tonight.
Yes.
Thank you for being here in Guadalajara with
Yes.
this album Entertainment.
Yes, thank you.
Bueno, él es Casey Spooner de Fisher Spooner. Nosotros continuamos con más en Fahrenheit.
down.